Get organized. This is a follow-up to setting goals. In order to achieve goals, you need to get organized. I'm a strong believer in making lists. There's only so much a person can hold in their head. In this section, you need to get out your notepad and start making to-do lists. Do you need to get applications for shows downloaded? Find out what they need and then start writing out the texts that you need. Make a list. Divide what you need into different parts and slowly get it done every day. Do you need to create a series of artworks you want to promote? Do you need between 8 and 20 pieces? Do you have that? It is a good idea to prepare the series before you start selling or applying for a show in a gallery. So, do you have the canvases? Have you bought them already? Do you have the paint? Do you have the varnish? Do you have the hardware to put a wire on the back of the painting? Those are all the little things that you put on lists. If you're applying to have a solo show, how many works do you need to apply? Some galleries need 10 artworks and others need as many as 40 artworks. Look at the gallery plan. Can you have 10 ready now and ask for a spot later in the year in order to get more work done by then? Keep in mind that you have a better chance of getting accepted if you have the work ready to go. So if the gallery says they want 20 pieces of artwork, you have 20 pieces of artwork ready to go. Sometimes what they have is people that cancel because they said, okay, I'll be ready by July. I only have 10 pieces now, but I'll have 20 ready by the July. June comes up and they only have 12 ready, so they cancel. If you have 20 pieces ready to go, you're in. They'll ask you and then you'll have a show. This is a great deal, but it does require that you get organized. Make a checklist of what you need to get ready. Here's a sample list of what you may ask yourself. How many pieces of artwork do I have on the theme I want to market? Are they good? Are they what I want to represent me? Remember that not every piece of artwork that you create is fantastic. Some pieces are just practice for the next one. You may have 8 wonderful artworks, you may have 9 wonderful artworks, or you may have 5 wonderful artworks. Make a list of what you need in order to finish off the work. For example, you may need to add wires to every painting. Do you have work photographed and documented in a way that most submissions require for show needs? For example, some galleries prefer that you send JPEGs that are 300 dpi, while others want 70 dpi. Do you have your introduction letter written? Do you have lights you need or a grid wall if you're at an art fair? If you don't, do you have the money to buy those items? How can you save in order to get them? You may need business cards and handouts. Do you have them ready? Do you need to make them or do you have someone make them for you? Have you figured out how much they cost and can you afford them? Have you got a big enough car to transport all that artwork? If you are hanging artwork in your home or studio, do you have a way to hang the work? Are you allowed to put holes in the walls? If not, how will you hang it? How will you display it? Can you put them on easels? Do you have a price list for your work? This should be for any event. This should be for galleries. This should be for art fairs. This should be for home shows. Do you have a float with change ready for when people buy your artwork with cash? Do you have a machine to take credit cards? Keep in mind that you have to pay a fee for the credit card company. Have you picked out clothing you're going to wear for the event? Get the clothing ready so that you don't have to find something at the last minute. Make sure your clothing is comfortable as well as professional. The list can be long, but slowly check off each item. Being prepared will reduce your stress level, and you will smile in a happy, stress-free way. You will not have to smile through your shoes that don't fit well and hurt your feet. You will not have to smile through thoughts like, I wish I had done this, or I wish I had done that. So start making your list. What do you want to do first? Second, what do you need to do to get there? Third, what are the little mini items that you need to write down to get to the point you want to be? So do this now, and we'll see you in the next section.